Hey everyone, how's everyone doing? First off, have you donated to our fundraiser this evening? Have you donated? Have you shared it? Have you told people about our fundraiser for Breast Cancer Awareness Month? That would be greatly appreciated. I can't believe it's Thursday already. What happened? What happened? So I wanted to talk about this story this morning, but I got sidetracked because I wanted to update you guys on the Liam Payne story. So I did post a video this morning in regards to Liam Payne and a lot of confirmations, the 911 tape. We talked about that. So be sure to check out that video for the update on Liam Payne. I'm sure there have been more updates since then, but I want to be a little bit more sensitive in regards to the family because the family, look, they knew he had an addiction issue, but that doesn't stop them from feeling hurt. And they're mourning the loss of their son, their brother, their father. So it's really, really, really sad. Hey, Valerie. Hey, Cheryl. Cheryl, you've been a member for 36 months? Thank you so much. And you're a Royal Court member. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Definitely praying for the family and for the fans. Because, I know I always tell you be Team You, but there are some people that look to these singers and, they connect with their music. Their music got them through something. So shout out to the fans as well. Good evening, everyone. So have you guys been following this Safaree and Erica Mena story? The last time we talked about Erica Mena was when she was losing all her jobs for the colorist comments that she made against Spice on Love and Hip Hop. But I do follow some of the stories. I just never report on everything Erica Mena. So I've seen her back and forth with Safaree on social media for months. I never really believed in this relationship. I always thought this relationship was for clout, but it produced 2 children. And remember when she was on Love and Hip Hop, they mentioned that she had a son, and the son was never, she never seemed to be with the son, and the son was never on camera, blah, blah, blah. I just let her live. I was like, maybe he doesn't want to be on camera, whatever it may be. But if you followed Erica Mena on Love and Hip Hop from years ago, when she was on Love and Hip Hop New York, she has always been this person, and she's not grown at all. And I talked about this when we were talking about her colorist comments towards Spice. I said her bad behavior has been rewarded time after time after time. That's why she continues to do it. She hasn't been locked up in jail. She hasn't really had huge ramifications for her behavior. So she's continued with that behavior. And I think she started to see like, oh my gosh, I'm really finally being held accountable after she lost her job over at Love and Hip Hop. Only for a network like Zeus to come around like, oh, we'll give you a job. And this is in no way, because we're Team Us over here. This is in no way a video, even though he's Jamaican, for Safaree, okay? Because as I said yesterday when we briefly talked about this story, I said, you can still be a deadbeat and Erica Mena could be trash. All right? You can still be a deadbeat and still be trash. Just saying. And she can be trash. And I think she is. We've seen Erica be trash. We've seen her be trash. We've seen things that come out of her mouth. Like she's, like I don't even know one endearing quality about Erica Mena that I can tell you right now. I don't have one endearing quality. So yesterday, Safaree was going viral because he posted, sidebar, someone sent me evil. Remember I told you I had the pimple on my nose? It was like under the nose and it was like painful. Now it's coming up. Someone sent me the juju. Look, send the juju right back to you. Look, send it right back to you. Eureka says, who watches Zeus? Apparently millions of people. It's doing very well. It's doing very well. I don't watch it. I've never watched it. I've never subscribed. I subscribed to Stars when Power was on, and that was it. Stars, not Zeus. So that's not and look, I don't judge. I know some people have Zeus that watch us too. But it's just not a network I could support. It's just, honestly, it's not even just a network I can't support. It doesn't have quality shows. And when I say quality, even if it's like ratchet reality television, to me it's just low vibrational. It's just fighting for fighting's sake. See, Miss Morris says that's my guilty pleasure. Some people like it. It's not for me. I've seen clips because I think the blogs are paid by Zeus to promote their shows. I can't. It's just not mine. It's not me. I can't see the names. Ali says Zeus is against my ministry. It must be against mine too. Oh, Cindy says Zeus is expensive. I'd rather pay for Hulu. 10, look, all 10s up. Look, I agree. At least on Hulu, you're getting quality and it's cheaper. Ray J helped in the beginning of Zeus. He now has his own network that I'm not going to watch. There's another network I'm not going to watch. Okay? Maureen says, Kempire, you're live a lot. Recently, look, I've been liking these little impersonal one-on-one lives with you guys. But I meant to do a video on this Erica Mena and Safari story this morning, but I got sidetracked because of the breaking news about Liam Payne. So I didn't get a chance this morning to do it, but we did do our recap of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City and New York City. So if you missed that one, we also did a special live talking about Karen Huger and her legal case with an update about Shahs of Sunset. And we also talked about the tagline. So if you missed it, you can check it out on the YouTube channel. I know I have been working overtime. That means I'm about to get a break. No. But I will be coming to the West Coast. Who's coming to our Kempire After Dark live show on November 20th. And then tomorrow, if you're in London, tickets go on sale, 10 a.m. London time, UK time. Tickets go on sale for the Kempire After Dark London show. I want to sell out this show. That is what I am manifesting. Can you all co-create that we sell out Los Angeles and we sell out London? Let's do it. Let's do it. We've done it before. I know some people that are flying to London just for the show. It'll be worth it. Trust me. I'm going to go all out. Cheryl says, are you going to do another New York show? I hope to, because New York for me would be easy to do a show. I don't have to travel anywhere. So I hope to do a New York show. I just haven't decided when. But it won't be until next year. We already did 2 shows this year. 2 shows. 2 amazing shows. 2 amazing shows. Charlotte, North Carolina, I would love to come. If you can get a promoter to reach out, that'd be fantastic. It's not that easy, y'all, to get these shows booked and going. Look, even the London show. You remember when I originally announced London, I said to you guys, London's coming. I thought London was going to happen in October for Black History Month in London. Well, this month. No. So things happen for a reason. I'm excited to partner with AEG, very top promoter around the world. And we're making it happen big in London. So help us prove to them that we can do it. Okay? So we can do more. All right. So let's talk about this Erica Mena and Safaree situation. So Erica Mena, once upon a time, used to date, no, we're not gonna go that far back. But you remember Erica Mena we were first introduced to her, well, probably in music videos if we really want to talk about it, but when it comes to reality television, Love and Hip Hop New York, okay? Dainty Bella says, your tweet about Raya had me dying. I'm just saying, come on now. This is why you should follow me on Twitter. So we were introduced to her back then, and she was volatile. But I didn't love her back then. I just said, it's youth. She has not grown since then. She has not grown. It's the same thing. Yes, she was dating Rich Dollars at one point. Then she ended up moving to Atlanta, to the Atlanta show. I don't know if she moved specifically to Atlanta or she did it for the show. Happy birthday, Samantha. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Fat Joe, Kat says Fat Joe's best friend she dated. I mean, she's been in the industry for a long time. Latifah says that she will never grow. Well, if you've been following their situation, I always thought that this relationship with Safaree was just for television. They ended up getting married. They ended up having 2 children. So the toxicity of this relationship is actually pretty bad when you think about it, because these two young kids are in the middle of it. And if you've ever been in, if you have been a child of divorce or a child of a toxic relationship, to me, I feel so bad for these little kids, especially because Safaree decided for the first, not the, I don't know if it's the first time, but he decided to share his receipts and video footage of some really crazy and creepy and toxic and abusive behavior from his ex-wife, Erica Mena. So she's now responding to that. I'm not going to show you the video. We'll play some of the audio from it, and I'll walk you through what I'm watching. But in the video, you see her at one particular point putting a ladder against a fence to jump over said ladder, to jump over the gate. And it's like, what are you doing? Then you see video footage of her in his home. They're having an argument. There's no audio. These little kids are running around. She's screaming and whatever. Again, we don't know the full story. Homegirl is throwing down these like figurines. I don't know if they're glass, but things are breaking. And the kids are still running around it. She's not safeguarding. She's not paying attention to the kids that are just scattering all around. And she's just throwing things down. And a lot of people pointed out, I was like, what kind of mother is this? So this all came out yesterday because Safaree did this video talking about his side. Okay, I'm not gonna play you the entire video because it's 30 minutes and we ain't got that kind of time. Okay, we ain't got that kind of time. Where's my Safaree video? Hold on. Okay, so you're not gonna be able to see what I am playing, so I'll walk you through some of it. Hold on, if I could find my stuff. Lord, hold on. I had it before and now I don't have it. I hate Twitter. Okay, is that the one that I want to play? Here it is, okay. So, Clock Topics posted this on social media, so for those that want to see it on Twitter. So, you can see the video footage of Erica Mena banging on his front door. This is after she jumped over the gate. Okay? This is Safaree. So dramatic.
I don't even know where to start. I'm dealing with someone whose anger management is just non-existent. When you have children with somebody who, at the end of the day, it shouldn't even have happened, because I should have just noticed certain things when it came to parenting. You know, when you're with someone for 3 years and they have a child, and you probably saw the child 3 to 4 times because the child was put off to go live with somebody else. And you kind of look past it when you don't have kids or you're not thinking about that. I never even was like, yo, why doesn't your son live here? And then
he's referring to the son that, people talked about, but we've seen them together. I think at one particular point we did see them on Love and Hip Hop together, Erica Mena and her son. So a lot of people love to come at Erica about her relationship with her first son.
When you finally get to have a conversation with the son and find out why, it's crazy. Imagine speaking to a child who's of age and knows what's going on. He's 16 years old, and he says, if I ever had to live with my mother, I would kill myself. I wouldn't make that up, And it sucks that I gotta really just run this down, because of this smear campaign and somebody who gets such a high on just talking about me and picking and choosing what kids you want to, you know, and the two of you are just like in a weird space. And
pause. And in the security footage that Safaree, you can see Safaree's full video on his YouTube channel. It's like almost 30 minutes. So when she's in the home and she's throwing all the things down, she also makes contact with him. Like she's also hitting him. I always love to twerk on a fence. However, I always like to point out, if the reverse were happening in regards to Safaree being caught on video, the timing of this, we were just talking about this in the last video that I did about Mike from Shaws of Sunset. We see video footage of him putting hands on his then fiance. And now he's facing charges. He's facing charges because of that. And he has a civil lawsuit against him. So we literally see Erica Mena doing the same thing. Safaree is lucky. Again, we haven't seen all the footage. I'm not saying Safaree's innocent. However, in this footage, we see Erica Mena hitting him multiple times, throwing things around in the home, not even paying attention to the children. And I see what you guys are saying. They both need to be careful because now you're putting all of this information out there on social media. You could literally now put your children in harm's way into the system.
Everything is a fight, especially in front of the kids. Like, I'm not going to subject myself to that. My kids have never, ever seen me upset. My kids have never heard me yell.
Hey, you're dead to me. You're dead to me. Yeah, you are too. You is dead. You didn't leave me more than I need you. No. I didn't leave you before I need you.
So he's showing video footage of her arguing, cursing, and then he puts under that, the kids are in the car. With the way look, dude, did I expect that Erica Mena would change because she just had 2 children? No, I didn't.
Remember that. Nice flow, Linda. Yeah, go ahead. You too, bitch. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because your other 2 kids are going to be miserable just like you. Oh, fuck all of y'all. Jerk off. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Even the way she's driving the car is not great. The kids are in the back seat.
I don't argue. That's just not in me. I was going to get a restraining order because, you know, she's doing stuff like showing up in my crib, 5 o'clock in the morning, pulling out a ladder, hopping the fence.
He showed the video of this.
Oh my God. What is that?
Whoever edited this, y'all are a mess. She's getting on a ladder. She's in shorts and like a sports bra, and she's jumping over a fence. He's saying that this is at 5 a.m. And then when she jumps over the ladder, she's running. Now she's at the front door, banging on the door. Okay. So since Safaree did this video, everyone was talking about the video that he did yesterday. And like I said, she's called him a deadbeat. Look, I still think that Safaree can be a deadbeat and you could be horrendous and abusive. Both things can be true at the same time. Both things can be true at the same time. Can I pin this? All right, let me just pin that. Just to remind you guys. Guys, don't forget to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. All right, let me see, hold on. There was another thing that I wanted to share with you. So Erica Mena is now responding, sharing her own videos, okay? She's sharing her own videos and she has her own statement, okay? All right, so she posted this almost 24 hours ago after he posted his video. She said in the caption before says, well, I'll show you what, in the picture she says, posting videos that transpired in 2023, but yet in May 2024, you were begging for me back. If it was so traumatic for you, why were you in my Ring camera in May 4th to the 7th begging me to let you in and to take you back? Make it make sense. She captions it and she says, explain why I was so enraged because of how you violated my body. I wanted answers. You have been gaslighting, violating me and leaving for dead on so much when it comes to the kids. I guess red she meant. All of your receipts are from 2023. Mine are from 2024. Do you really want me to post you begging for me back just this past May on your knees in front of our kids? Honestly, instead of threatening to do that, why wouldn't you just post it? He posted his receipts. Why not just post that? Okay. Okay. But then she goes on to say, in another post, she says, this all happened in 2023. This so-called restraining order he's talking about, he tried to get, was in 2024 and was very out of the blue. And that was after his attempt to try and get back with me in May of 2024. The sick part about it is that the video he's posting was all in 2023. The one of me being enraged was because he violated my body. I wanted answers on why he would put my health in jeopardy, because he's not admitting that part. He also is not admitting that he had to drop his fake restraining order attempt because of all the evidence I had, which I have not posted yet, was in my home, begging me in front of our kids, on knees, literally in front of our kids, to take him back. That evidence, proof alone, would have caused him losing the entire filing. Okay. She says, why were you repeatedly coming to my home in May 4th to the 7th of 2024, crying on my Ring camera for me to let you in if you're so traumatized by me? You have been gaslighting me for years, and when I react, you're so quick to make it happen in your home so that you can record me. Isn't it ironic anymore? It isn't ironic anymore. You've been plotting this whole video, which is why all of a sudden now you want to be a YouTuber. You've been purposely trying to make me have financial burdens by not doing your part when it comes to the kids, so much so you went months without paying child support, until I had to get the actual Department of Child Support to start taking my child support out of your bank account directly. Not the YouTubers catching astray. She says, this newfound YouTuber using kids and both its exes you have violated, gaslit, and provoked to the ugliest end for YouTube views. Because she's talking about when he went to the Nicki Minaj concert. She's talking about Nicki Minaj. She then says, he's been quiet all this time because the truth of it is he couldn't deny any of the truth of it. He's now talking because he can edit and put together last year's torment together and edit up to make it seem like what he has been doing behind closed doors is valid. This man by choice missed his daughter's birthday this year and showed up to his only son's birthday this year empty-handed. Why is it? You're making what you don't do for your kids about me. You have put me through enough and won't admit that, which is okay. But honestly, what's your excuse for your absence when it comes to these kids? Lord, I hope the future values education, reading, writing, grammar, and not reality TV fame, because it is a struggle reading these. When I should be reading a book, elevating my own brain cells, I'm reading this. Thank you so much, Tish, for the super chat. Psychologists and psychology majors, are they both narcissists? I mean, just saying. He says, she continues, she says, you had them in July, picked them up on Friday the 4th, and put them right into a summer camp. Mind you, you only had them until that following Tuesday, which means those days you actually had with your kids, you weren't even trying to spend quality time with them. You literally put them in a camp that I was never informed of, just so that you could go about your life for those days. All of a sudden, he's a YouTuber and wants to be honest with the world BS. This whole ish was planned by him, and I'm not surprised, just like he went around showing videos of his ex after causing so much drama in that relationship. Here he is doing the same. Look, look, Safari's not innocent, okay? So this particular one, she turned off the comments. And she says, without a caption, I find myself in a deep state of astonishment and sorrow that our situation has deteriorated to this point. It's truly heartbreaking to realize how far we've come. Every situation is ultimately tied to a cause, which inevitably leads to effects. Nonetheless, it is crucial that I put an end to this turmoil. I'm committed to taking the initiative to stop this. And I believe, she posted this 8 hours ago. This is after last night when she was responding to this. She says, I'm committed to taking the initiative to stop this, and I believe it would be beneficial for both parties to do so. Our children are the center of our world and the lights of my life. I am determined to rely on the justice system to navigate these proceedings, trusting that it will guide us toward a fair and just resolution. We are blessed with both two beautiful children who deserve a stable and nurturing environment. As I move forward, I will continue to prioritize their long-term well-being and future happiness. Erica Mena. Erica, who you got to write this? Because based off of what I gathered from your other posts, this is not you writing. This is not you writing. But I appreciate it. I had less of a headache trying to read that one. Had less of a headache trying to read that one. But that didn't stop Erica from posting on social media video footage of her daughter. Let me pull that up because I just feel like I feel for the kids because they're literally being put in the middle of this. And if you've been in a situation like this yourself as a parent or as a child, then you know how terrible that is for a kid. And I feel bad, like she's questioning her daughter in the back seat, videotaping her. And I'm just like, this is uncomfortable for me, so I can only imagine how the daughter feels. Okay. All right. Hold on.
What do you do? Daddy kicked him.
Hold on, let me go.
My brother was too wet, then he fell in the ground.
When was this?
And my daddy.
When you was with Daddy? Really?
I saw him the fall off. I saw my daddy kick him and fall off.
So Erica's videotaping her daughter saying that Daddy, Safaree, kicked her brother, her son, the son that they share. And play it. Hold on, y'all.
What did Daddy do?
Daddy kicked him. My brother was too wet, then he fell in the ground.
When was this?
And my daddy.
When you was with Daddy? Really?
I saw him the fall off. I saw my daddy kick him and fall off.
And who fell off?
And I was watching him while I fall off.
And did Daddy, why did Daddy kick him?
Because he got boo-boo.
Who got, Leggy got a boo-boo?
I need to tell my mommy he got boo-boo like that.
Wow. And this was in Daddy's house?
Yes, that's not my daddy's, that's not my brother's father.
That's not your brother's father? Who said that?
Daddy.
Daddy? What did Daddy do?
Daddy.
So first of all, under that post, Erica says, it's really no coincidence that this man leaked his own court documents to falsely claim that he has the kids majority of the time. It's no coincidence that all of a sudden he's a YouTuber and waited all this time to so that he could tell his truth, all just for views. I've been sparing him for so long. His triggering, violating BS he has been doing for 3 years. Today I'm going live and I will not only be showing all the receipts I've been cleared by legal to indeed show, but I will also be giving the full detail and breakdown of everything in its entirety, to only show my reaction to your actions, but failing to tell what it is. See, she didn't write that other statement. What it is you're about behind closed doors is textbook narcissist at its finest. For Safaree, she spelled it different. For Sapphire to, she's talking about her daughter. For Sapphire to speak so clear on the things that you do and tell her baby brother, saying that Legend isn't your son, which is probably why you thought mistreating him in the home since he was a baby with no one around. How could you forget all these parts? But hasn't she been trying to be with this man for the last how many years? If you recorded your daughter saying that he kicked your son, why do you want the children even around him? Shouldn't you be trying to get primary custody? That's a real allegation. Have you brought that allegation to the courts? I'm confused. I don't know their relationship chapter and verse, thankfully. I say, God, thank you for sparing me, because I don't want to know their relationship chapter and verse, because all I see is the headlines and some of the videos every once in a while, and I'm just like, are these two still? And I always say, I chalk it up to they're trying to create some sort of storyline. But honestly, at this particular point, the amount of stuff they've shared, both of them have shared on social media, Child Protective Services needs to get involved. VA says, Kemp, she sounds like she's coaching her daughter. And look, y'all, we all know people like this, or we've been in situations like this in regards to fighting parents. She's coaching her daughter, child. She's jumping on a fence for a child abuser. Okay, Eric. Right? Like, you jumping over a fence at what particular time in the morning? And if he was begging you to come back, shouldn't that have been your first video to post up? I would be like, did she even go live? Because I'm sure by now we would see the video replay of her going live. I don't know if she ever did. But at this particular point, no. Deal with this behind closed doors. Deal with this with the proper authorities. Because at this particular point, you both could be in trouble. Rahina says we don't want her to go live. April says sounds coach to me. Sounds coach to me too. But I'm not, dumb to the fact that we see this happen all the time in other relationships. Doesn't make it right. Again, they have young kids. They have to learn how to co-parent with each other, or have a legal decision in regards to how that will be handled. Because this, at this particular point, is so toxic. And I know people sometimes just say this without really feeling what they're saying. Like, I really feel for the kids, because this is only hurting them. Jesseline says, where's Ayanla? Minding her business. She's done trying to help y'all. Look, Ayanla's done trying to fix y'all lives. This is unfixable. It's not unfixable, but even Ayanla can't get in here. They need the court. Candace says this is really damaging to the kid. It really is. And that's why I labeled this live what I labeled it, because this is such, we love to throw around the word toxic and toxic relationships. And some of these relationships are toxic, but some of them people just put it out there. However, this particular relationship is textbook toxic. And honestly, look, I don't want kids to go into the system. Hopefully there's maybe family members that could take these kids, but these kids shouldn't be around either one of these individuals until they both learn how to figure out how to co-parent. But like I said, if Erica Mena had dropped video footage of Safaree hitting her, like we saw of Mike from Shahs of Sunset doing, and Mike from Shahs of Sunset, because I was not trying to watch that video, but when you're going on Twitter, it came up and I was like, oh shoot. And I saw the very first second of it where he comes into the room and he grabs Paulina. And I was like, oh my gosh. And now his attorney's trying to spin that narrative. I'm like, how are we spinning this? How are we spinning this? But I get it. This is his attorney, but like I couldn't be in this field. April says, but gets mad when you talk about her parenting. And here's the thing, Erica Mena feels like she probably can't do anything else in life. She can't go work in an office. This is why I think she thinks by sharing this much on social media, in spite of her kids, that, exactly, Esther, he has been, Mike from Shahs of Sunset has been accused before. I think she feels as if sharing all of this, the good, the bad, the ugly, is what keeps her paid. And that's sad. And it's a system. And look, you can blame the networks, the productions for motivating this behavior. But at some point, you're an adult. At some point, you have to realize that your end-all be-all can't be this messy behavior on social media. Mr. Melon Magic says she has a new show on Zeus, so that should tell you everything. Yeah, I remember seeing the promo for that, because remember she lost all her jobs from the major networks. She lost all of her jobs after that fight with Spice and her colorist comments. And then when she came out to try to clean it up, I don't feel like she ever took full accountability for that. Mystique says, girl, please. Safari's just as bad with his deadbeat behind. Mystique, you must have just joined us because we've literally said that. Please watch the full video before you come in and just jump on a bandwagon. Literally just said that. I mean, they should be forced to be into therapy. They should be forced into learning how to deal with this. And working with each other. I don't know if Erica Mena ever will. This is who she's been for years. This is who she's been for years. MA says, Safari's trash too. We know. And we've said it. We've said it multiple times. And I said two things can be true. Erica Mena could be abusive. He could be trash and a deadbeat father. Both can be true. No one's innocent in this situation because he decided to lay up with this woman and have 2 children. So now you need to learn how to deal with it. Hey everyone, what's going on? Don't forget to like the video, guys. It's easy, it's free. Thank you for being here for just a quick live to update you on the story. I meant to do a separate video talking about this Erica Mena and Safari story just because I woke up this morning seeing all this play out and I was like, I'll do a video, but then I got sidetracked with the Liam Payne story. So if you missed that Liam Payne story, be sure to check that out here on our YouTube channel, okay? And make sure you subscribe and whatchamacallit? Turn on your notifications. All right, Q&A, questions, comments. And then I'm gonna get off of here because I have laundry to fold and I have something else I need to do. Oh, I have a podcast episode I need to upload. Oh, Crime Scene Kitchen. Cool baking show, never saw that. Learning to Parent on Zeus. I hear Zeus does have other programming, but apparently that never gets highlighted. Should I bring my daytime talk show to Zeus? Would you guys come over if I brought it over there? Try to class up the joint? Here comes Danielle. Danielle always want to come here and throw a wrench into the situation about she's Team Safari. Danielle, don't fall for it, y'all. Danielle just likes a troll. Do you think she brought the ladder with... Oh, that's a good question. Everyone's wondering, where did Erica Mena get this ladder? I think she found it on the property. Because if she brought a ladder and climbed up the way she climbed up that thing, it was actually impressive. I thought she was going to hurt her arms the way she jumped off that thing. Nurse Esther says, I would watch you on Zeus. No, come on now. She had a painter's ladder. It was a good ladder. Look, it was a good ladder. Okay, everyone drop a ladder in the chat. Everyone drop a ladder in the chat. Candace says she's done that before. We've seen her do this histrionic behavior before, y'all. This is not new to us. Again, here come the ladders. Now, if y'all go over to her comment, no, I'm not telling y'all to go over her comment section, but it would be hilarious. Drop the ladders. Just to make a light of the situation. Jocelyn says, I need you on WeTV or E. I don't think here's the thing. I'd much rather be on a major network because we assume everyone can afford streaming and things like that. I'd much rather be on a network where everyone can watch, meaning that you don't have to pay for it necessarily or you can pay the minimum and you'll be able to watch, in my humble opinion. D says the video is bad. I mean, yeah, you see her hit him. You see her throwing things around, not even paying attention to the children. You see her screaming out of her car. I mean, we've seen this behavior. Like, nothing is really that shocking. But when you think that there are little kids around her, it's crazy to me. Thank you, Candace. One day I'm going to have a talk show. And I'm so excited because at least on that talk show, I'll be able to talk about everything and do all the things. We can have a good time on it. Rahina says the poor kids are used to it. That's scary. That is scary. I feel for the kids. Weedy, come on. Weedy says when the next hurricane takes Anderson Cooper, you can do New Year's Eve with Andy. Why was Anderson Cooper out in the hurricane? He chose to be there. CNN is not sending him into a hurricane. He is a senior talent there. But he's so passionate about this. But here's the thing, Anderson Cooper. You have a kid now. You're risking your life at this particular point for funsies? But nobody's going to talk about that. He doesn't have, he probably loves it, but you have a kid. You have a kid. Someone said he was given drunk is the flood. You could do a live for New Year's Eve. You think I should do my own New Year's Eve show? To count down? That would be fantastic. But I wouldn't want to do it like from here. I would want to actually get a studio and do it from the studio, but then we're forcing people to work. I mean, everybody else does it. That's Andy Cohen making him. No, Andy, look, Andy too, though. I've said this about Andy Cohen. I'm just like, you're working so damn much and you have 2 children. I get you have the nannies and stuff like that, but you became a father at this particular point in your life. You would think you would want to spend more time with your children. And it's not that he couldn't free up his schedule to do that. You've made the money. But look, I'm not trying to judge anybody's parenting. Yes, Kat, countdown with Kempire 2025. Let me think about that. Danielle says you need a hotel room that faces. Now, Danielle, you're always doing extra, doing the most. You know how much that's going to cost? That's not in the budget. She wants me to be in Times Square, y'all, hosting a New Year's Eve party. I actually think it's overrated, hosting from Times Square. I think that's overrated. I think the party is wherever you're making the party. Just saying. Oh, Jupiter Clark, thank you so much for being here. Now you're going to be permanently blocked from the channel. I hope you weren't trying to accidentally be homophobic, but it's okay. Bye, Jupiter Clark. I've been called worse by better. I love it when you guys comment section. I mean, I barely ever see the trolls and things like that, but I love this. I can see trolls and then block them. Just saying. Oh, look, Ratman's now too. Look, hide from the. Mind you, you had to be a subscriber to be here. So for those that are coming in here, being homophobic, you know the funny thing about that? They're probably at home, sitting in their sad lives, not having a good time, have no friends, have no one to talk to like we have to talk to. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Another Magic says, Jupiter, go to hell, have fun. Oh my God, Eureka, I would love to come to New Orleans. I'd love to come to New Orleans. I've never been. There's so many places, like in the United States, places that I want to go. I went to a few places this year for the tour, like Nashville, I always wanted to go. That was fun. Atlanta, I've never been to Atlanta. That was fun. I would love to go to New Orleans. I've been to Chicago, but I would love to bring the show to Chicago. I'd like to go to Seattle. I'd like to go to Texas. I've never been to Texas. Cat says, choke on rotten cheese. Ooh. Turtle said, go for the Super Bowl. No, I want to go when, people aren't there. Not necessarily not people aren't there. I'm definitely not going July when Essence Fest is there. That's too much, and it's hot and humid. This would probably be a great time to go. It's not in subscribers mode? I said it's a subscribers mode. No wonder we had the trolls coming in here. I know I said it's a subscribers mode. Something must have happened. Thank you for the heads up. That's YouTube then. P. Diddy's back in the chat. Lord, you need to go back to jail. Let me do it now. I could have sworn that I did, though. Maybe it didn't save. Oh, it didn't save. No wonder. I was like, how are these trolls coming in here? And there we go. Sorry. P. Diddy says I'm being nice for once. Well, P. Diddy, if you're not a subscriber, you can't be in here now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We had Diddy in the chat. We had P. Diddy in the chat. A mess. Sorry about that, guys. I could have sworn maybe there was a glitch. I definitely did it earlier. Have you been to San Francisco Camp? No. I really should try it. No, I'm not gonna have time this time around when I go in November. Jocelyn says I would love for you to do a dating show. That would be fun. Wait, to do a dating show like me on a dating show or be hosting a dating show? No. Right, Rahina? I didn't realize because I should have known better. I was like, wait, something must be off. Good, Danny, as a host, because I don't want to be on a dating show. Tanya says, is love in the chat? Diddy's in jail. Diddy's in jail. How is Diddy posting from the inside? Because you know Diddy did end up posting. He ended up That's not him. He has a team of people, y'all. I've been watching 90 Day the other way. I haven't really consistently watching 90 Day before the 90 days. But I'm trying to catch up. It's hard to catch up. I've been so behind. Without bail, but he's trying for a third time. I thought there would be a bail hearing this week, but I haven't heard anything. You never seen inmates making TikToks? No, there are definitely ways. I just don't think that he is legitly posting from jail. And I think partially of that because he wants to show the judge right before a bail hearing that he's following the rules. So I doubt that he would actually be posting from jail. Not to say that it's impossible. What did Rain say? No, don't tell me. I don't need that negativity in my life. Don't tell me. You know what else is November 5th? 5th? Election day. Have you guys, some places, I think in Georgia, you guys can start voting. Early voting is available. That's super early. In New York, it doesn't start till the 26th. I have my little pamphlet right here. It doesn't start till the 26th. October 26th to the 3rd. I still haven't decided if I'm going to do the early voting or just go the day of, because it's easy for me. I work for myself. I can go the day of. Honestly, usually the day of is probably not a line. Yay, Key says Key says that she's going to be voting tomorrow in Georgia. Suge Knight got a whole prison podcast. Is it a podcast? I can't. But they probably allow them to do podcasts. I don't know. I don't know that life. I'm learning day by day. It's available here in Philadelphia too. Felicia, that's good to know. I hope you guys are voting. It's an important election. Hold on. Danielle says early voting scares me because I feel like the orange man will try and steal some state. No, I don't know. Look, I don't know. He did try to steal the last election. Cheryl says, I work for the city, so we are off. Oh, see. One of the YouTubers reported that bond hearing was next month. I haven't checked the schedule. I need to check with Stephanie. I'm surprised that they're taking that long. Unless Diddy's team needs it to be, they need more time to prove why he deserves bail. But I know they've been trying desperately to get him out. Candace says, I'm going to go in person. Me too. Me too. I'll vote the day of my voting place is right across the street. Oh, yes, Dainty Bella. Because the thing is, with early voting, you have to go to a different part of town. A different area in your area. So I don't know. I have to, either way, I have to travel to whenever I'm voting, so. Voting November 5th should be a day off of work like Christmas. It should be. In some places, it is a day off. But regardless, your employer is supposed to allow you the time to go vote. Kiki says his entire whole team should be fired. Why is his lawyer talking to Harvey? He won't be talking anymore since that last pretrial hearing. All of them are, there's no gag order, but they won't be doing that anymore. Oh, Chronicle says that the hearing is scheduled for November 4th. Right before the election? Oh, Lord. Right before the election. No, I didn't watch Kamala's Call Her Daddy interview. I've been trying to keep up on a lot of stuff. It's hard to keep up on everything. And she's been doing a lot of interviews. Dainty Bella says counting down for November 5th so they can stop texting me. They are, at this particular point, it's harassment. It's annoying. Oh, that is his birthday. Good catch, Danny Wade. You think they did that on purpose? November 4th is Diddy's birthday. Oh, he's gonna be so disappointed on his birthday. Whoa, 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 Diddy. Did you hear about Chris Brown being banned from performing? He's not being banned. They are trying to get him banned. Not banned. They're trying to stop his show. His show is gonna go on. That's bringing too much money to South Africa for them to cancel it. It's not gonna happen. But he's not banned. He just sold out an entire stadium. Oh my God, the emails are ridiculous. Like, that should be brought up in an interview. Can you stop with these harassing texts? People get desensitized to it. Hey, Belicious, where you been? Thank you, Candace. Candace says you're doing a great job with the Diddy coverage. I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to keep up with all of it. MA says, I hate the text. They're like an ex you can't get rid of. It's so annoying. Like, part of me is like, Kamala, this might be a reason for me to... Never mind. That would be something if he got bond on his birthday, right? I think the world would be like, what? I was kidding, Durant. I was joking. I would never. But it's annoying. I think I might need to call Verizon and figure out if they can give me another level of spam alert. Danny, what shows are you watching now? I just watched Abbott Elementary. I was behind 2 episodes. Now I'm fully caught up. Coca says, is Kempire's live tapped by the FBI? I hope not. Oh, yeah. I did see that video, creme brulee, that Dionne Warwick was speaking at Sissy's funeral, or homegoing, that she passed away in her sleep at her funeral today. And she said that's how she wants to go out, too. Me, too. I want to just die in my sleep. And then all of you deal with it. Just die in my sleep. Ideally, that's the way for me to go. Tulsa King? I've heard of Tulsa King. Oh, the Penguin on Max? Is that based off of the comic? Do you think the movie Blink Twice was more about Diddy's documentary and Zoe was letting us know to let us into their world? I never saw Blink Twice yet. I gotta be in the right head frame to watch that. Or maybe she was giving insight to multiple worlds. Kempire, you should do some segments for the Calm app. You have a calming tone. Ooh. You know, a long time ago, I did... You can find it actually here on my YouTube channel. I did a meditation. It's probably still there. I don't know how you would find it. Maybe put Kempire meditation. Let me see. Look, let me see. Let me see if that will come up. It does. Kempire meditation. It's about 11 minutes. I did it 4 years ago when we first started the YouTube channel. We're almost at 495,000 subscribers. We're almost at 500,000 subscribers. What should we do for that? I don't even know. Deshay says, if Safaree is such a deadbeat, why is she sleeping with him? I mean, there's a lot of things. Why would you want to be back with him? If he's harming your son, why would you want to be with him? Lakiba, we do review some scripted shows. We haven't done some recently, but we always review and recap and just like that on Max. It's just been a long time since it's been on, but they've just wrapped filming. But we do. We also did Harlem on Prime. We recapped that. So we've done it. It's just not a lot of scripted shows worth recapping. I want to get into some of the other Hulu ones that are really popular. But I should have recapped, but I don't know if you guys would have liked an old recap of Power this last season. It was so good. Oh, and it was long, though. It was a long season. Harlem, did they finish filming? Yeah, I think they finished filming. It's hard for me now because I'm like, oh, why did she ruin herself with this damn Jonathan Majors? And I'm just looking at her with the side eye. Thank you, Durant. Hey, Kempire, are you still uploading podcast episodes? I haven't seen any on my YouTube Music. Jazzy, I don't know because we recently moved. So it might not be coming up to YouTube Music anymore. check Apple Podcasts and Spotify because we've uploaded quite a few episodes, and we've been uploading some of them here on YouTube. So I don't know why. I'll double check to see why it's not being shot out to YouTube as well. Is Lashima still talking? Okay, Lashima, you need to be muted. Because what's Lashima? No, Lashima didn't say anything bad. She said Safari's a great dad. I did, K-Baby, I was just thinking about Reasonable Doubt on Hulu. So maybe I'll start that. And for those that haven't already, with 600 of you in here, head on over to Apple Podcasts and to Spotify and give us a 5-star review. Let's get to 1,000 reviews there. Let me see where we're currently at in regards to reviews. Mm-hmm. We're at 552. Just saying, we could definitely do better. Justin says, Erica looked crazy on the ladder and banging on the sliding door. I was actually impressed with her agility. I was kind of concerned when she jumped off the back with her arms. I was like, is she going to hurt her arms? And then she went running. A mess. That's kind of scary, though. Deshay says, to think the answer to not getting your answers was to get a ladder and jump over his gate looking like the Chucky doll is insane. Rahina says she was determined. Alexa says she landed that jump in flip-flops. Only Danielle says, let me go watch this video. Justin says she was killer in that. She was the killer in that. Right? I would have never been with Erica Mena. I mean, besides obvious reasons, but I would have never been with Erica Mena based off what I've seen of her over the years. No. Climbing a ladder in flip-flops is crazy. I mean, I've done it before. It's not smart. Look, it's not smart. But luckily for me, I wasn't going very high. Lala Chanel says, what in the Mission Impossible? A cat with the flip-flops. The chancletas. The Old Navy $3 flip-flops is wild. Oh, Lord. Not the ladders and the flip-flops. Okay, everyone, drop your ladders and your flip-flops in the chat. Drop your ladders and your flip-flops in the chat. Sponsored by Old Navy. I can't. Here come the ladders. And the flip-flops. She's not being very demure. Not at all. Here come the flip-flops and the ladders. Here we go. Daisy Bell says, watch we see that as the costumes. Oh, Lord. You guys are a mess. Go to bed. All of you go to bed. Okay? All of you go to bed. All right. 2 more minutes. Last minute questions. And I'm going to bed. I'm going to probably start Reasonable Doubt, I think. The chancletas. Y'all are a mess. You too, Danielle. You're a mess. Angelique says it's only 8:30. It's 9:30 here in New York. And I still have work to do. I know you guys think that my work is done when I'm here. No, I still have editing to do. I have bookkeeping to do because I still run a business. So I have things to do. Rahina, I did not watch Love is Blind, so maybe I need to prioritize that. I have to watch the new episodes of Love is Blind. I'm so glad I haven't seen any spoilers. So maybe tomorrow I'll go live to talk about Love is Blind. Let me catch up on Love is Blind. Thank you, Cabby. What do you think about How to Die Alone with Natasha Rothwell? Miss Parker, I did watch it. At first, it was a slow start for me. But then I ended up loving it. And then I hated how it ended. I was like, wait, there's no new episode? So I hope she gets another season. I really love Natasha Rothwell. I think she's so talented. I loved her on Insecure. I've loved her on a couple of other things, and she was on White Lotus. Loved her. I hope they bring her back. Did they say they were bringing her back? I can't remember now. Like she's had a really great opportunities after Insecure. Danielle, I have to watch Love Is Blind because I'm already in the middle of it. Thank you, Erica. Marissa with these emojis. Oh, she put the car, she put the woman running, she put the chancletas, the ladder, a fist bump, and the door. Oh, Lakiba says Erica's a nasty little lady who does nasty little things. Oh my god. Oh, I have to finish watching Queen's Court too. Look, see, this is why I can never finish anything or start anything new. I love Queen's Court. I love season 1. Season 2, I loved the beginning. I'm not too sure because I don't know how I feel about K. Michelle. Because I feel like K. Michelle is not really here for really finding love. I feel like Delicious is going to make the same mistake she always does. I'm only really rooting for Lisa Ray, to be honest. I don't know when Traders will be back. It needs to come back now. They already filmed it. It's done. I didn't see Carlos interviewing Mia. Oh, God. Is he never going to interview any of the people from his own shows? I heard they filmed a reunion for Love and Marriage Huntsville. Mel looks pretty. Exactly, Coco. K. Michelle's just there for the business. K. Michelle is hard and always complaining about the men. She's not serious. I don't think she's really looking for a relationship. K. Michelle, just give us the country album. Please. Lisa Ray doesn't want love either. She wants a sponsor. No, she does well for herself. But I'll continue watching. Maybe you see something in the later episodes that I haven't seen. Everyone else looked raggedy at that. I didn't even see everyone else. I just saw Mel. I was like, gorgeous. And I'm not even a Mel stan like that. Not yodel, yodel, K. Michelle. Look, now I feel like I've been talking too much. Now my jaw's like, I'm not interested in that interview. I mean, I could barely listen to any Carlos interviews. You know how I am. I'm sensitive. My ears are sensitive. Achilles the Safari is actually a cool dude, Jamaica. Erica's super toxic, but we know that already. You're right. Delicious wants a sponsor, and she wants to try a whitey man. That's her way of being different, Lord. I mean, the bleaching of the skin and all. Dem I bleach out them skin, dem I bleach, like I'm running. She has a couple of country songs. Did she release a new one recently? Because I may have missed it. Nubian says, I love it when you say Carlos. Do 30B of Love and Marriage Hunts will come back? Not yet. November. Booby says Erica's unhinged. Yeah. I haven't watched Love After Lockup. There's way too many episodes. Guys, don't forget, I will be in LA November 20th. Go get your tickets. Come to LA if you live in California or somewhere in the West Coast, or maybe you just need a trip. Come to the Kempire After Dark live show at the Bourbon Room. Tickets are available in the description. If not, check out my Instagram. And if you're in the UK, London, I'll be there December 8th. And I might have some other activities happening in London. So get your tickets, stay locked, make sure you're following me. London, aka Delicious, is going to end up with the same whitey man Tamar guy. Banging Yang Yang Man. I would love to come to Texas. Lola says, once Erica went after Spice, she was banished from the palace. Okay, Mama D. Not Mama Combs will be in love. Cat. I would love to come to Texas. I haven't watched House of Villain. I've only seen a couple of the clips. I just couldn't get into it season 1. It just felt too performative. Everybody's trying to be like, oh, I'm the villain. I'm like, okay. And I love New York, but I'd love to come to Toronto too. Not Holy Ghost fire to Erica's ladder. It just feels too performative, this House of Villains stuff. It doesn't feel real. Like, I don't feel like we're getting anything real from them. Oh, you meant Mambo Combs' wig? Mm-mm. Oh, Justin, I agree. New York does need her own show. I really liked when VH1 was doing the, what was it, Breakfast with Tiffany? Oh, it was such a cute little show. They did it only on YouTube, I think, though. It was such a cute show. I liked it. I wish she stopped playing with her face, though. She looks fine before. Safaree, oh God, he needs a real job. Like, how do you go from being with the #1 woman in hip hop to reality television? Like, you were a part of her team helping write music, and like now you are on reality tele. I know your Jamaican ancestors are rolling over in their grave. Anyways, we need New York on the U.S. version of Celebrity Big Brother when they finally bring it back. No, I have not seen a video of Lil' Kim's face transition. I've seen it live and in living color. All right, y'all. I'm going to go, but I appreciate you all being here, watching, being a part of the conversation. Don't forget to like the video. Dainty Bella says, doesn't he have an only? Probably. Doesn't she too? Look, doesn't she? Don't they both? Lord. No shame. Look, shout out to all the people that got OF making thousands and thousands of dollars. Bad Baby made, what, billions of dollars from it? Okay. All right, replay crew, don't forget to like the video. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you all for being here. Tomorrow's Friday. Where the party at? Where the party at? Party be in my bed. This will be me. I can go lay down right now. All right, y'all. Let me go watch Love is Blind.